Bangles are bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of the cat.
Oh, that's a bangle.
It's the same word.
No, it's not.
No, it isn't.
No, one's a bangle, one's a bangle.
A bingle bangle.
And there's the title of the episode.
Bangle bangle.
Hi guys, and welcome to the JKT Radio Podcast, episode 37, where I have decided to murder my bad jokes because we didn't get along in quarantine. And I'm your hostess with the mostest, Kira, and I am slowly spiraling into demise.
Aren't we all?
I am joined by McBride
Hello.
and Devin
Darkness.
and Chris.
My name is Ebony Darkness Dimension.
God
Raven
damn
Way.
it! You were supposed to say my old friend. How hard is that?
I was gonna say that could go many
No.
ways.
No, see, but you said darkness, and it just reminded me of My Immortal.
Yeah, see, that reminded me of
Yeah.
Metallica. And, like, darkness imprisoning me. It's like, God damn it.
I knew where Devin was going, which was sad because I was like,
Yeah, but you didn't say hello, darkness. You just said darkness.
That is
If you
true.
said
No,
hello, darkness.
McBride said
McBride
hello,
said hello.
and I was gonna say darkness,
Oh.
and you were gonna say my old friend.
I have no
friends.
friends.
It was gonna be perfect.
Oh,
but
that would have worked so
No.
well. Oh,
It would
damn
have,
it.
but we're not coordinated enough to do that.
No.
I have no friends.
What are we then?
My prisoners.
Oh, I thought I was your sugar mama. But
Sure, we can go with that too.
it seems how that's the conversation went last episode.
That is very
Something
true.
like that. I also love the fact that every time we do the opening, I always have a comment after your first comment.
Yeah, it's just how it works.
Yeah.
It's just the thing.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the flow of the thing.
It's the flow. It's how it works. We've got a function. We've got a thing. I advise
Sure.
all of you not to look at the chat that we just all got a message in.
I'm gonna
Yep,
go
I
look at
am
the chat, we all just got a
100%
message.
looking at the chat.
Don't
right
do
now.
it.
Yep. I'm
Don't
looking.
do it. You're not gonna like it.
I want it!
Oh my god.
No.
That is fantastic.
Also, by the way, that
uniform.
costume is actually real because
Of
it's
course it is.
that's what no in the D&D cartoon series
look
from I
like
think
Matt
the
Murdock?
early 90s. That's what the DM wore. That's what the
Oh.
DM looked like.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm
I want.
So, for context, we were sent a picture by one of our D&D compatriots and one of my close friends. Part of, that we were going to be sent a Dungeon Master's Halloween costume. And, you know, I'll say it. I'm so sick of just these like over-sexualized Halloween costumes. Because looking at that, I'm just thinking I would not let any self-respecting person wear that.
It looks like you're trying to dress up as the Burger King and failing.
He looks like somebody's trying to do like a mage crossed with Rick Sanchez
It's
from
like
Rick
the
and Morty.
unholy love child of Ronald McDonald and frickin' Burger King.
No, he looks like the holy child, the holy child of Ronald McDonald and the bad guy from Ghostbusters 2, because we all totally remember Ghostbusters 2, right?
What?
Exactly.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that I don't think I even knew existed.
You know, it's funny, I don't think I've ever actually even seen it. I just remember what the bad guy looked like.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm being
no.
serious though.
Oh my god.
It's based off of the actual character that was the DM in the show
Oh, yeah,
in
you're
the
right.
late 80s or 90s. I was being serious.
Yeah,
Oh,
because there was an actual D&D
There was a
cartoon.
Why? Who
No.
did this?
I'm curious if the
Yeah.
show got blamed for causing a rise in satanic cults, just like the actual game did apparently back in the 80s or 70s. I can't remember.
It
Oh, I
still
believe it,
does
yeah.
get blamed for that. Also, by the way, like this I have some clips from the show right now in front of me because of that.
Yeah, I
Here's
don't
a clip
think
of the
I don't think
here's a
the
clip.
show went beyond one season.
Why does this look like a off?
What I don't know. I don't know what's going on in that picture.
This literally looks like a medieval Scooby-Doo.
It probably
kind of
was.
was from what little
I mean, I don't know if that's a. Like the purple one and the green one just look like Velma and Daphne.
They do.
And there's a very short.
And
I think
they do, and they're still lesbians, Harold.
Yes. And
they're old.
There's a very short Shaggy.
And then instead of a Great Dane, there's a unicorn?
Tiny unicorn.
This is a very tiny
A
unicorn.
baby unicorn.
Anyways.
Yeah, it ran for 3 seasons.
3 seasons?
That's unfortunate.
Hot damn.
83 to 85 with 27 episodes in total.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Now I'm curious as to why it stopped.
I'm curious as to why it started.
Oh, gee,
Why not?
I
It was
wonder.
the 80s, back when you could literally market anything.
You
Did
could
you know that they
Except
marketed...
gays.
anything.
They could not market gays.
Well, they could, but they had to do it subtextually.
And then people pretended they didn't exist.
Exactly. So good job, Hollywood. You done fucked up again.
What else?
There's like I'm on their wiki right now for the show though, and I'm just horribly confused.
They have a wiki.
Yep, they do have the wiki, indeed.
That is... Well, alrighty then.
I want to sit and watch all this crap. now.
Oh my
this
God.
looks amazing.
I can't remember if anybody else ever talked about this, but did you guys ever watch? It was like an old animated movie back from like the late 90s, I think, called Flight of Dragons.
No, I don't think I've heard of that.
I don't know if anybody
I-
ever saw it.
Probably actually own that.
It was like one of the few ones where it's like they actually like put thought into how the dragons breathe fire. It's like their stomachs expand with gas, and as the gas comes out of their mouths, these like stones click inside of their throats that cause a spark that ignites the gas.
Sounds familiar.
And it's
though.
actually like the main thing I remember is that like the mage wizard dude in it has a really phallic nose.
That is an unfortunate nose.
Yeah, yep.
It's
yep,
also
they do.
got James Earl Jones as the voice of the bad guy, and it's pretty fucking cool. It is actually like I do remember it. Like obviously, I think it's probably pretty corny by today's standards, but it's like actually
What
pretty
year
solid.
did you think this was? What year did you think this was, by the way?
I'm probably wrong. I thought it was like the 90s. It's probably like the 80s or
It's
something.
it's the early 80s.
82.
Oh, okay. Then I was completely wrong about that.
82.
Also, I would like to point out, so I don't like to make fun of people for names. However, the person who wrote it is called Peter Dickinson.
Yep, and it's literally a self-insert.
Peter
Of
Dickinson.
course.
Peter Dickinson
Mm-hmm.
self-inserted.
Those are two
Oh no.
with the dick
Those are things you
nose.
didn't want, eh?
Yeah.
Dick
Yeah.
nose.
I wonder if Peter Dickinson is the one that's the dick nose.
No, that's not Peter Dickinson. Peter Dickinson was just a regular dude that gets transported to a fantasy
There's a
land.
character named Melisande.
Really?
Yeah, that I just brought it up on images and I was like, what am I looking
You could
at?
probably find it on like YouTube or something. It's really fucking
Whether
good.
you want to, it's a whole other story.
I do remember it
I don't
actually
think we
being
want
pretty
to.
good.
Yeah, but so was I remember the Black Cauldron being amazing and I will not go back and watch
Oh.
that.
I've never seen that one actually.
Don't bother.
I want to.
Don't.
It almost.
It is good.
It
is
almost
good.
destroyed Disney back when it came out. It bombed so bad.
Mhm.
Like it kind of like killed
Yeah, but like
Disney
so
for
did
a while.
Atlantis also bombed. That didn't necessarily mean anything.
That's
Granted,
true.
It sounds like it was like the it was the ET game for Disney.
Kind of, honestly. Like I know it's got a following, but
It's a cult movie.
It's a cult movie.
It's a cult classic.
I know it was based off a series of books, and apparently it's just like absolutely nothing like the books, as was pretty much most things that were based off books at that time. But
It has a fluffy golem.
it does have a fluffy golem who is very, very annoying.
Well, that
I
sounds
love
like
him.
Gollum.
No, I could not. Although it does also have John Hurt as the bad guy.
And a magic pig.
And a magic pig who
It has a future telling pig.
he tells the future by sticking his nose in water.
See, I just remember getting like all of the ads for it when you were watching like the VHS of all the other Disney movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Black
the ma-
Cauldron. There's also
There was like
also the Road to Camelot.
oh, and there was also the Brave Little Toaster, which was terrifying. I would like to add.
See, I never actually saw
That
the
was a
Brave
good
Little
show.
Toaster.
It was terrifying.
It was good.
That's what I keep hearing.
Which part? The it was good or it was terrifying?
Both.
Ah,
Fair enough.
things can be good and terrifying.
Yeah. That happens a
Like
lot
what?
when you're a kid,
Coraline.
which I still need
That's
to
good.
see.
You still haven't watched Coraline.
Nope.
Coraline is terrifying.
It's great.
See, I'm trying to think of like, because I
I
was
like
honestly
Coraline.
never scared by this stuff. Yeah, I hear Coraline's really good. I've just never seen it.
I don't like the fact that the mother looks. Well, I'm not gonna say anything.
Mother looks like mother.
Mother looks like mother.
Mother knows best. It was a great movie that should not have been a kids movie.
No.
But it is based off a kid's book,
By
which
Neil
also
Gaiman.
should not be. That should also not be for children.
I feel like with Neil Gaiman,
Mm-hmm.
he writes very good books. None of them are for children, even if they think they are.
Well, it's like I've seen little bits of.
Foamy is trying to break the door.
I've seen little bits of that show Over the Garden Wall,
I need to watch that still.
and
So do I.
that's one of those shows where I'm like, holy shit, this is so not for kids, even though it's totally for kids.
Yeah, it's Coraline. I think has a very similar feeling to it.
And then I'm also just thinking of like all the shit in Gravity Falls.
Yeah, that's true.
That it's just like, holy crap, how did they get away with
Oh
this?
yeah, no. Back then, it was like Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, and Over the Garden Wall were like the holy trinity of kids shows that have some not so kid friendly themes.
Yeah, but
Or
Steven Universe
Steven
was
Universe
pretty
was, like,
tame
gentle, you know,
compared to.
until you got to the fusion experiments.
Yeah, it's that.
Mm.
And it
I
gets
know
very
that
candid
eventually-
about mental health in its like later seasons. So
Well,
there's
you
that.
mean
Yeah.
in the final.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Adventure Time started to get up there, especially near the end.
Yeah, especially when you find out about Finn.
Everything. Everything.
Yeah.
And then
It was
there,
worth sitting through and watching all of that.
and then there was Voltron just casually like casual genocide.
Yeah, you know.
Here, let's blow up a couple planets full of people.
They're pulling the
Fine,
Star
just-
Wars trick.
They pull the Star Wars trick.
Oh yeah. Speaking of
Ooh, yeah.
Star Wars, I'm
Oh.
sorry, Kira.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's gonna come up every episode.
I am a little bit annoyed because The Sims is now coming out with a Star Wars pack,
I don't know why.
and I don't know. I'm just sitting here like I'm not interested in this at all. I was more interested in the knitting pack. I bought the knitting pack. I bought my first pet pack. Will probably not buy this new pack. Like, cool, it's got a niche interest. It has nothing to do with whatever I like. Despite my entire aesthetic being space. But
And the funny thing is, they announced that, and then they announced the new Lego Star Wars game, which everybody's far more excited for.
of course.
Ooh,
So I'm just like-
Because the thing is
yes.
that most people who like Star Wars are not going to be interested in playing Sims.
Like
and,
me.
And most people who play Sims have absolutely no interest in Star Wars.
Or at least making their characters look like somebody from Star Wars.
Like, we would be fine with it. Like, we have like Halloween costumes that are for Star Wars, but like, we don't need the rest of this. This is not what we asked for. We just want functional babies. You know?
I mean, everybody wants a functional baby.
No, but I want one that's like not an object that you just leave in the crib. Like,
like a real baby.
yeah, well, you can bring a baby out of the crib. Babies are useless until they become toddlers, which I mean, still mood, but like,
I mean, toddlers are pretty useless as well.
yeah, but toddlers you teach to walk and talk. And then
if you're a good person.
and then they scream.
Yes. Like me.
Devin is a toddler, confirmed.
Plot twist. I am actually 3 years old.
Actual baby.
It's like that bit in Deadpool 2 where he's lost the lower half of his body and he's just slowly regrowing his legs, so he's got little baby
Oh
legs.
my god, yeah.
And the rest of him is fully grown.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Baby.
He does like the basic instinct
Oh,
thing
dear.
where he like uncrosses his legs and crosses them again.
I'm assuming that's a reference to something.
Yeah, Basic Instinct.
I don't know what that is.
So basically,
Words.
does anybody else know about Basic Instinct?
No.
Okay, so it was a movie in the 90s with Sharon Stone and Michael Douglas. You'd know Michael Douglas from Ant-Man. He's the old Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
The dad Ant-Man, the Dant Man.
No.
The Dant Man.
The Dant Man.
Give me that Dant Man.
And so yeah, and it's like
That is
some
right.
like it's honestly it's a really trashy like sex thriller
Oh.
sort of thing. Hello. And there's a really famous, it's like the most famous scene from the movie is that there's a scene where the police are interrogating Sharon Stone's character, and she's wearing like this like
A negligee?
well, she's wearing a dress that goes up to like her legs.
Negligee.
Yeah, like that. And she's got her legs crossed, and like it's kind of one of those like blink and you'll miss it moments, but then she uncrosses her legs and you realize she's not wearing any underwear.
Oh, lovely.
And yeah, it just became one of those famous things. It was like back in like the 90s when like you didn't always see stuff like that. Just like, oh hey,
Fair enough.
unless you went to France. French movies don't give a fuck.
They give several.
No.
They give several fucks. They give all the fucks.
Also, did we talk about Airplane last episode?
No. So oh, that's okay. So Chris saw the movie Airplane for the first time.
Have you guys seen it?
No, but I really want to.
Is that the one with Snoop Dogg?
No.
What?
It's the Shirley, you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Oh. The Shirley line. I think I watched bits of it. I don't
It's-
think I watched
oh
the
my
whole
God.
thing.
Actually, really funny.
You guys gotta see Airplane. Then, if you guys have not seen Airplane, it is fucking hilarious.
It's actually really funny.
Right? And I remember starting it, and Chris, you were just like, I don't
It's like,
know. And I'm like, just
whatever.
trust me.
Yeah, I was trying to focus on. I think I was drawing or something. I was trying to focus on something, and I'm like, well, I'm not focusing on shit.
Joey, do you like movies about gladiators?
Yeah, there was just like there's a lot of humor that I can't really get away with today, but
Mm-hmm.
it's certainly something.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely something. I think that's the best word for it. It's kind of like I feel like it's kind of like almost Hot Fuzz style humor.
But like before
But
Hot Fuzz.
Before Hot Fuzz, and also like dialed up to like 12.
They have bits where they
Yeah,
look
that's
into the
true.
camera before the Office ever did it.
Yeah, they break
Yeah.
the fourth
They
wall.
did it before it was cool.
They did it before it was cool. Like,
My God.
there's a bit where this woman's freaking out, and she's like, I gotta get off the airplane, and then the first person comes and calms her down, and he's like, no, come on, it'll be okay.
Oh, I
And he
remember
walks up,
seeing that.
and somebody else comes up and just starts, calm down, it'll be okay. Starts slapping her. Then another person comes in and starts slapping her even harder, like punching her in the face. And you just see a long line of people with like
Including a nun.
including like a nun with like like chains, like wrenches, like guns, axes, knives. It's
They
pretty great.
referenced that joke so many times.
Oh yeah, it's
in the
one of those
past
movies
few
that
years.
gets referenced so often.
Yeah, like there were. Oh, what was the one that I was surprised it came from? That it was like the. Is this your first time? No, I've been nervous before.
Yes. Yeah, because he's like on the airplane, and this old lady's next to him, and she goes, oh, is it your first time? No, I've been nervous many times.
Many, many times, sir. Many
Which I mean
times.
is a mood.
That is indeed a mood.
Yeah, very true.
Long story short, watch Airplane.
Yes, watch Airplane, and do not watch the new Terminator movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or watch it. It's your
choice.
You have free will,
But don't.
but I
Why
wouldn't
would you watch any of the Terminator movies?
Because the first two are really good, and then we're not
No.
not going to address any of the rest.
No.
Wait, you Are you saying to me you don't like Terminator 2?
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm saying to you, there are two actors in Hollywood that I hate with absolute passion, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of them. The other one is Sylvester Stallone.
Fair.
Right.
With a passion.
So basically, under no circumstances should you ever watch The Expendables.
Exactly, it's the worst. I was staring at it, I'm like, it has people I love, but it has two of my most hated people in Hollywood for
Right?
me.
At that point, it's just like, oh, the good
I haven't
people,
watched it.
do they outweigh the bad people? I don't know.
Yeah, that's always the worst, is like when you're watching a movie and you really want to enjoy it, but then like one of the actors, I'm just like, God, I just hate you so much.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of if there's any actors I actually hate. I'm sure there
There's
are.
actually very few actors that I legitimately am just like, nah. And if I usually dislike an actor, it's less for their acting and more for like
their person.
their personality.
Mm.
Like James Woods.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to think like if there's any actors I actually hate, but I can't think of. I know there are. I just can't think of any. Also, you're breathing into the mic.
Who's breathing into the mic?
Somebody.
I can hear it. I could hear it, but I don't know who it was. See, my problem for me is I absolutely love Jason Statham. And
Yeah,
he's
Jason-
in
Oh
it.
my god, yes.
Yes. Jason Statham's
But-
pretty good.
But I have Sylvester Stallone. It's like...
Okay, so Kira,
thing
I
is-
must ask, have you seen the Transporter movies?
Yeah.
They're
Oh, I like the
so
Transporter
good.
movies.
Remember Crank?
Oh god, I try
God.
to forget about Crank.
Never. Never.
That
Those
was
movies are an
bad.
experience.
Tim
See,
Allen,
I watched those when I was really young.
Oh dear.
Oh.
And I was like, but you gotta think, I also watched Dude, Where's My Car when I was 6. I watched
Oh.
that movie when it came out.
oh boy.
Oh no.
It was one of my favorites. Still is. It's one of my favorite stoner movies.
I
You
mean,
know how
yeah.
long it took me to figure out it was a stoner movie?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know what weed was till I was, I think, 8 or 9.
Oh, so they saved you that little bit at least.
Yeah, I got there and then it kind of clicked. And I was like,
I
huh,
think I was probably like.
huh.
I guess the innocence can only last for so long.
I might have been like 14.
When you figured out the weed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even
It's
remember
funny
how
because
old
I was around the
figured out
same
the
age. I think I was like 14, 15, but I didn't know that I had already done it before
How do you know you didn't do the weed?
because I didn't get told that it was.
Oh,
See,
yeah, okay.
I was raised around it. I just never really thought didn't actually know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was a cigarette.
Yeah, it was
You
just.
just thought things smelled like skunks all the
Oh yeah,
time.
no, it was just the gross smelling cigarette.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just man, it's some wacky tobacco.
Some wacky tobacco indeed.
I think Mom always told the story about how whenever she was getting angry, I would tell her to go have her happy smoke. Which, I mean, is still a mood.
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's something.
But yeah, like I don't think I ever actually figured out what it was until like later.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I honestly can't. I can't. I'm trying to think of like what was like the first movie I saw where they like had pot. I know it had to have been before this, but I do distinctly remember in Transformers 2 when the mom has like weed brownies and just goes insane.
Oh, speaking of weed brownies, man, I had weed brownies last night.
Yeah, how did that go? You were telling me that it was not fine.
It was not fine.
Yeah, so for context,
Story time with Kira.
all I know of the story is that Kira is like, oh hey, this has like 150 milligram or something like that. I get fucked up on 5, and I'm like, oh boy. And
Okay,
she
yeah, so-
just comments, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Hours
guys.
later,
Okay.
it was not fine.
Okay, so for context, how weed works, it's I'm not the person that should be talking about this because I barely know what I'm talking about. So, bear with me. There is your
This episode's not
THC level.
monetized.
not monetized. There's like your THC level and a bunch of other acronym levels, but the percentage that gets you high is the milligrams. Now I eat candy, my gummies here that either I made or I buy. I buy the weakest shit. I buy like 5s. And I'm flying high. My little cigarettes I smoke a third or a half of, and I'm fucking amazing.
And you ate the whole brownie.
No, it was like the whole pan had that much in it,
Oh, okay.
and I had a piece of brownie. I think before I got fucked, I did the math, and I'm like, okay, I think this has 20 inside. I think.
Oh.
So, long story short, your brain melted.
I couldn't. So I sat in my chair for a bit. I think like because like I ate it, and edibles take a long time to kick in. It's not like an insta high from like smoking or anything. It takes several hours for these to kick in.
Yeah.
And then I had dinner, and I was just kind of like halfway through eating my dinner. I couldn't.
Oh, no.
My brain couldn't comprehend the fork very well. It's like I couldn't figure out how to hold a fork anymore. I was still doing laundry too, so I got up, I fell down, I got up, and I went to go finish my laundry.
In the middle of dinner?
Yeah, I was doing laundry most of the day yesterday. But I came back, and my cat had moved from her chair to my chair, and my brain couldn't figure out how to move the cat, so I was just kind of scrunched up on the corner of my chair. And I didn't think to go sit in the other chair that's now vacant. No, I was just a little spot in the chair. And then I smashed into the table, and I was like, no, I gotta go lie down.
You see, I'm trying to remember what was the last experience I had with weed.
Wasn't it when you guys all had to watch that stupid the
That
terrifying
horrible
Lord of
movie?
the Rings?
Oh, yeah. But it's weird because like I don't remember what that was like, but I do remember on Halloween, I think we were at our friend's place, and we watched that movie 9 about the weird sack people.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Sackboy Nines.
That is a very interesting movie to watch high. And I've realized I have a couple different, like, there's a couple different iterations of high me, where it's like, one, I just start laughing at everything, which
That's the wacky tobacco.
that's the wacky tobacco. And then there's another version of me where I just hyper focus on something,
That's ADHD.
where I'm just like suddenly
Nothing.
nothing else exists, and I'm just watching this weird sack person with the voice of Elijah Wood in this weird post-apocalypse.
Welcome to ADHD, where you focus on the randomness of shit.
And suddenly, just like everything else, suddenly just stops existing, and you're just like,
Yep. That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's highs are fun.
Yeah.
I've
As
never
long as-
done it.
See, my problem though was when I went to go lie down, I forgot how to breathe for a while, and it was
Oh.
just kind of like the why does it hurt? Oh, I need to remember to breathe.
Oh boy.
It was a great time, I promise.
In
I've got
other
that
news-
game. I've got that game ready if you guys want to do that game.
Ooh. Yes.
Yes.
I need
You
more
should
glasses
explain
for the game
what
though.
that is, though.
I will explain the game.
But also, Kira, next time you need to be supervised, I think.
See, I was fine. I had one. My brother forgot that I told him it takes a while to kick in, and he had two.
No.
The thing is
He had
Is he
also,
okay?
Two.
with the
Yeah.
exception of
Yeah, they're
Vince,
okay.
do you trust anyone else in Kira's household?
Oh, I didn't mean anybody in Kira's household.
Oh, fair. Meaning she should come over here and do it with us.
Yeah, so we can supervise her. I will be the sober one to supervise all of you idiots.
I'll space out on the floor somewhere, probably.
As
I
long
said,
as you remember to breathe, that's fine.
it took a moment. It was more of like my brain started going off into the corner, and then it was like, why does it hurt? Oh yeah, you need to focus on breathing to remember to breathe. if I wasn't focusing on it, I forgot.
Kira, you need
It's
to be supervised.
You can't. I don't think it was like actually. I think it was more of like. How do I word this? I was breathing, but
Oh, kind of
it
like
felt
when you
like
get-
I wasn't.
Oh, sleep
Yeah.
paralysis kind of thing.
Yeah, it was more.
I've
It was
had
more
that
along those
experience.
lines.
That's a terrifying experience.
If I get really, really, really high,
And then
that's what
Pazuzu
happens
shows
to
up
me.
at the corner of your bed, and then you're fucked.
Oh no, I felt like I couldn't. Like I felt like there was like something holding me down when I had sleep paralysis once. That was terrifying.
Yeah, thankfully I've never had it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's not good.
Pretty lucky.
It's nice.
Anyways.
All right. Rules of the game. Rules of the game.
Yes.
Okay. So I have in front of me 2 songs. We'll do one and then the other. For fairness, people, I have chosen the first song once existed on a top 100 chart in Canada.
At some point in the last 20 years.
All right.
I'm afraid that's still not going to mean much to me, but
Yeah. So you guys, I will give you the a line in the first verse of the song, and you will have 5 minutes to guess the name of the song and the artist.
oh dear.
They are
Really
2
have to
separate
get-
points.
Yeah.
There are 2 separate points. So if one of you remembers the artist but not the name, that person will get a point for the artist, and the other person can guess the name off of that. If it ends up like that. I will give you guys 5 minutes. And through the time, after a minute passes, I will give you more hints. After 1 minute, I will give you a line in the chorus of the song. After 2 minutes, I will probably tell you what place and year the chart it hit. And if it's applicable, I will tell you if it's been in a movie or not. Those
Or in
are
a
also,
game,
or in a game. The 2 I have, I could find, for the main song, I could find it, but I cannot give it to you because it's one of those ones where it's the title of the song. I was like, I can't give you that. So if you guys, but before I get to those hints, if you guys manage to guess the title of the movie or game it's in, you get a bonus point. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will start the timer after I say the line. People, I am being very careful not to sing it. I'm going to say it stoically. And I need my glasses back on.
Tap into your William Shatner.
Oh
No.
my.
That's George Takei.
That's George Takei.
Oh my.
Who would be very insulted that I brought him up after William Shatner.
Yeah, you would. I love the boy, but no. So your line is, tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition. Go.
What?
You guys can talk through it. That is the first 2 lines of the song. I didn't even skip a line.
I have
I-
no idea.
I think I know what it is.
You can call it
that?
out. Go for it.
Working 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton.
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
I like that song.
I've never heard that song.
What?
Yeah, it,
Although,
And
I
I
can
really
actually-
want
I
to
can
sing
name
it
a
now, but I
movie.
can't.
you can't. You're not
I
allowed.
can name a movie
Damn
that
it.
it was in, though.
Yeah, 9 to 5.
It was in Deadpool 2 as well.
It was indeed.
Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah, it was on the Canada year-end charts in 1981, placed 6th.
I was
Yeah, I
joking
believe
about
it.
in the last 20 years, Kira.
I mean, as it should be. Dolly Parton is the best.
Oh, yeah. she's
Actually,
huge.
it was number 1 in 1980 through 81 for the Canadian RPM country tracks, as well as the Canadian top singles.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And 3 US ones placed number 1. Oh my god.
as it should. It's a good song.
Yeah.
It is amazing. Alright, so now we're going to go into the obscure song I have.
That wasn't the obscure song.
No, it was not. Everyone knows who Dolly Parton is. And if you
Fair.
don't, I'm sorry.
I know who Dolly Parton is. I just didn't know that song.
Yeah, you didn't know the song, but
Yeah,
you know who
that's
Dolly
fair.
Parton is. This is obscure. I pulled this from the bowels of the internet.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Watch as I know this one and not the Dolly Parton one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, McBride has 2 points, by the way. I'm just going to make a spreadsheet and keep track of points that way.
Devin should, I think,
Eventually.
has one, right?
Yeah, give him 1 for the movie.
I'll give him one for the movie because I didn't have Deadpool 2 written down. You get 1 bonus point, Devin.
Huzzah.
All right. The lyrics, the beginning of the song that you guys get. Yesterday, I heard you say, your lust for life has gone away. Go.
That sounds familiar.
It does actually sound familiar. I feel like I know that from somewhere. But I'm not sure what.
Well, I said, the bowels of the internet. How far do Kira's bowels of the internet go? Who knows?
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
I actually found this song by watching a history blurb, and then it was thrown into my recommendations on YouTube.
Of course.
I don't
Sounds like
there. It is related to what I was watching in the song.
like 182 something like that.
You guys can
Is it
talk
creature-
amongst yourselves to figure it out.
It's not gonna
Yeah.
be creature feature, is it?
I don't know, is it?
It's
Gotta be
not
confident.
it's not a song by the Skinner Brothers, is it?
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, fair.
So then no.
I have the band name here in front of me because I don't know who they are.
Can I hear that line again?
Yes, I can repeat the line. I can actually give you the chorus line as well in this deck.
Okay, yeah.
The beginning of the song line. Yesterday, I heard you say, your lust for life has gone away. And we are past the 1 minute mark, so I will give you guys a chorus line. I'm feeling devious. You're looking glamorous. Let's get mischievous. I said almost the whole chorus there, by the way.
That made even less sense than it did before.
Yep, I am even more perplexed.
Like I thought I knew what it was with just the line from the verse, and then the chorus came in. And it's like, what?
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
gone.
What?
That sounds
I
like
can
some
give you
sort
a-
of, like early.
I can give you
EDM.
another. I can give you another line from the chorus if you want.
Sure.
Oh dear. Okay.
The next line goes, "And polyamorous."
Oh, that's a Barnabas song.
This is 100% a Barnabas song.
I don't think it's Simon Curtis.
Hmm.
Well, it might be. No. I honestly have no idea.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Guys got nothing. The song, we're at 22:23. There's screaming on my end. Lots of screaming. The genres this song falls onto are actually pop rock and Britpop.
Okay.
Not the Sex Pistols.
So it's probably a UK band then.
I don't know. That's knowledge I don't have in front of me.
Well, if it's Britpop, then yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Gone away.
Hmm.
We're at 3 minutes, guys. You guys only got 2 minutes left.
I'm trying to think if I remember hearing that in any movie I've seen.
As far as I know, it is not in any movie. I could not find anything.
Yep, well, I'm fucked then.
It makes you feel better. I don't think either of us have any idea either.
Yeah.
All right. The year I found for this song coming out, because we are at 3:30, is 2006.
Oh.
So it is a fairly recent song. So we all fail immediately because none of us listen to new music.
Oh, well.
Which is funny because that's not even new. It's almost 15 years ago.
Yeah,
Shut
that's
up.
almost 15 years away.
Oh
2006.
dear. Okay, can I get
That would
that
have been the height of the
first
emo.
line again?
Yep. One sec. Yesterday, I heard you say, your lust for life has gone away. Actually, I'll be nice. I'll give you another line right at the beginning. Right after that, it goes, it got me thinking, I think I feel a similar way. And that's sad. You guys got 40 seconds.
It's not Arctic
That's
Monkeys,
not-
is it?
It's not Arctic Monkeys, no.
Okay.
I found out it is a New York City-based band.
Okay, that's not helpful at all.
That goes away from my thoughts.
Supposedly, also some of their songs were in Zoe 101.
What?
Oh.
I don't think it was.
My considerations entirely.
Interesting.
That was just a random thing. I don't think it was this song specifically. Just I'm on the band page now, which literally only has 2 paragraphs and then nothing else. 2 paragraphs.
Ah, damn.
I actually can't think of any 2000
I have
song.
no idea.
All right, well, we're past 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I got nothing.
The song is by a band called The Orion Experience,
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
and it is a song called The Cult of Dionysus.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Orgiastic dances, nymphs, and trances. It's a lot about Greek and fucking.
Like, I'm pretty sure I've heard of the Orion Experience. I've not heard the Cult of Dionysus.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not a bad song, guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Barnabas song.
It's 100% a Barnabas song. Like, I just gave you, like, 3 lines at the chorus.
Yeah.
The one after "and polyamorous" is "wine and women and wonderful vices."
That's
100% a
Are we
Barnabas
sure
song,
that Barnabas
guys.
isn't actually a cleric of Dionysus and not Loki?
Yes, for sure. We are sure.
Are we though?
Yeah. It would make sense.
I'm not
But
convinced.
Dionysus, at least old Dionysus, there was a lot of murder going on with Dionysus. Barnabas goes out of Barnabas 100% goes out of his way to avoid the fight stabs.
Because Loki totally didn't have murder.
Not as much.
That's concerning.
Not as much as the early days of Dionysus, because if I remember correctly, Dionysus is he wasn't originally. He's older than the Greek gods.
Yeah, he's like a Mycenaean god, I think.
Yeah, he's in the era that we have nothing written down in.
Proto-Greek.
Like, yeah, the same as Pan, which is technically dead in mythology.
Yeah, because he's like a Titan, or he was like originally like kind of like a Titan type thing.
Yeah, he's just as old as Dionysus, and in some theories, Dionysus was Pan's son, I believe. Yeah. Really bad history lesson there, guys.
Also, a fun fact about the reason why we call it panic is because Pan would hide in the bushes and scare passerbyers.
Yeah, Pan was an asshole, and I love him.
Just like my D&D character.
What?
Me and my Reverent, one of the first things we ever did with Reverent was me and our other person Vari waited in the bushes to knock some people out and steal their clothes.
Oh god.
Alrighty then.
And look
That's
where we are
impressive.
now,
The
killing
bad guys of
40
the
odd
campaign.
people.
We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about
No, we're not gonna talk about
Nope.
that.
Nope. No, we're not, because I'm just going to get sad and upset.
Same. And full of rage.
Rage. You guys enjoy that little game?
Yeah.
That was fun.
You like the song I pulled out of the random air?
See, I kind of thought you were gonna go something like Dragontini.
No, as I said, I went to the bowels of the internet, and I was just
The
like,
Numa
I
Numa
found this.
Yeah, that was good.
I could give you the Numa Numa song and watch you guys try to remember Finnish to say the name properly.
I don't think it's Finnish. I think it's because Finnish isn't built like that. That's not how the language goes. It's actually I think Romanian.
No, I don't think it's Romanian. Let's look at the Numa Numa song.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't think it's Romanian. I
Well,
think it was like It was like Finnish or Swedish.
It's not Finnish. And Carmel Danson is Swedish.
Dragon. Can I still spell Dragon Ostadentier?
By Moldovan. Okay. Language Romanian.
Is it Romanian?
Yeah. I know my shit.
I didn't realize it was Romanian.
Yeah, there's one thing I've learned. You don't challenge Chris to a random knowledge competition.
About language, at least.
Especially about language. Because Chris will win.
Because Finnish
It
is
is-
a
I
weird
will-
language.
Finnish
It's
is
not-
an amazingly weird language.
I love it, but it's like several words are stacked up together just to make the competition of the longest word. It's related to Hungarian.
Each word is a bunch of small words stacked up together wearing a trench coat trying to be a long word.
Pretty much.
I do love, excuse my pronunciation, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing Dragonasta Dentier wrong.
I
But
don't know. I just call it Numa Numa.
the Numa Numa song.
As
yes,
you
the Numa
should.
Numa song. It is actually a
There we go.
This is just your
Bye,
method of getting us
everyone.
to listen to Barnabas.
Bye-bye.